Hello everyone, it's Mxiety, mental health talk show host, Twitch partner, and Streamloots partner, here with you and for you for Streamloots Strong. Today, we're continuing our discussion on mental health, specifically, what are things that we do after streams to help us keep up a positive mental health experience. So definitely, if you are not feeling your best, and this is continuously the case, consider trying to seek out professional mental health help. I am not one to pretend to be a professional in any shape or form. I'm just here to offer input and advice based on my personal experience living with anxiety, depression, and ADHD, and as well as streaming for over 3.5 years. So that all being said, we talk a lot about what to do before stream, so we wanted to talk about what I do after stream and how that helps me chill out and keep me wanting to come back to stream the next day. So let's get started. The first thing, and I mean the first McFirsterson, is I always set a timer for about 20-25 minutes, whatever you're comfy with, to make sure that I wrap everything up after stream in that time. So that's clip creation, talking to people who might have messaged me during stream or right after to answer their questions, DMs, Twitter, all that good stuff. Everything in my mind needs to be wrapped up in about 25 to 30, maybe really ideally 20 minutes after stream. Now, why is that? You are likely, even though you might be hyped up and super pumped with like all this energy and excitement from just streaming, there's a wind down period, and that wind down period, that's what I take, 30 minutes. And then after that wind down period, it's time to disconnect, right? And that goes back to a lot of the videos that we've done before, so please be sure to check them out. And that is like what to do in order in general for your mental health in streaming. So we talk about disconnecting a lot, and that is very important to me. So I set a 30-minute timer to do everything I need to do, and then afterwards, that's it. I step away from the computer at least for 30 minutes. And that is important to continue keeping that work-life balance, whether you think streaming is just a hobby or you do it after your work full-time like I do, or whatever else it might be. Making sure that you set healthy boundaries just for yourself, with yourself. Streaming takes up this much time, and that's it. And you can come back to your computer afterwards, but just giving yourself a break after stream is super critical. Speaking of those boundaries and giving yourself space and taking that space seriously, the next thing I do is about 30 minutes, if you have it, Lord knows we're all super busy. You might have kids, or you might just have other responsibilities, or you need to get back to work, whatever it might be. I give myself another 30 minutes. If this is ideal, right? If you have 10, 5, whatever it might be, to just relax, whatever that means for you. Maybe you're gonna watch a bunch of funny YouTube videos. Maybe because you're a news or talk show streamer like I am, you do a lot of research. So going on Reddit and, you know, getting new articles and stuff, that's not it. That's not relaxing. Relaxing, I really genuinely mean getting up from your computer. Probably first thing you wanna do is give yourself a nice stretch, and there's some easy ones out there. During my stream, I show a few stretches. There's a lot of ones. Just type in seated stretches into YouTube. You can find a bunch. So be sure to drink some water if you haven't been during the stream. Grab something munchy, healthy to eat, as healthy as you possibly can. I don't always do this. Sometimes I reach for the ice cream because that's what I want. But basically anything to chill for 30 minutes after stream. Maybe you watch a funny YouTube video. Maybe you go and watch a rerun of The Office. Whatever it might be, just something that is completely unrelated to any other work you're doing and to stream. Just chill out for 30 minutes. I know that seems like such a silly and weird thing to be this specific about, but taking these times and blocking them off has been the only way that I've been able to keep a work-life balance. Unless I block off time, I just kind of run and go, and I get really focused on something, and then I continue doing it, especially after stream, where I'm really pumped up and excited about everything I've made. I want to keep doing that. So it's really important for me to set these boundaries and be very firm with times. I have timers on my phone. Okay, so 2 more recommendations incoming. So the third one is don't go and check your stats. I know this is probably going to be the hardest one to do, because our instinct is, okay, what does Twitch say? What do I need to improve? What's going to be better? What can I fix for next time? How did I do? If you don't keep your numbers on during stream, I actually gave up on doing that because I would just get so curious and want to check them anyway. So I leave them on, so I have a vague idea of what my stats are, and that helps me not check them right after stream. But also in general, stream to stream is not going to tell you very much about how you're doing. It's a lot better to look at your stream like, how did you do in a week? How did you do in a month? A little bit more. So a little bit more of that broader picture. So checking your stats immediately after stream can also influence how you felt about your stream. If you felt really good and you felt like you accomplished something and you felt like you helped people and you felt like you made people smile and entertain, and then you go and look at those stats and you find out, oh, only X amount of people watch, you've soured that, and now you have created that connection in your mind of, well, if so many people didn't watch, then it must have not been a worthwhile stream. But again, numbers aren't everything, right? It's what we accomplish. It's the impact we have on people. And keeping that impact in our mind is super, super important. And the way to do that is not to pay attention to numbers as much. Now, definitely go and check out your stream and stats. Like, that's really important to to see how we're doing and progressing towards our goals. No doubt about that, not pretending that that's not the case, but just maybe right after stream is not the time to do that. Give yourself some time and space, come back to it the next day, or come back to it even in 30 minutes, just so you're like, I thought that was a really good stream. This is how I think about it. Okay, now what do the numbers say? What can I improve? Okay, so the last piece is something you might not do immediately after stream, but just in general, after streams as they come, is give and seek feedback. So give feedback is, I love going to my community and letting them know that I had an amazing time. Thank you for all the subs and the bits, but thank you also for being there, right? The most important commodity people have is their time, and thanking them for that makes you feel good, and it also helps people know that they're appreciated in their time and they're valued, and the fact that they're spending time with you matters to you. So that is super, super critical to me. Giving feedback positively to my community and letting them know how much it meant to me that they were there is super critical. But also then taking feedback. If you are comfy, go in and ask, hey, was there anything in that stream that we could have improved a little bit? Let me know. Be sure to DM me. Or sometimes, like about once a month, I create a survey and ask people when their availability is, how my streams are doing, if they'd like to see more or less or something like that. So please be sure to consider that. Right? Feedback is really, really hard to get and receive, and we do have separate videos on that, so be sure to check them out. In general, I know we made a lot of videos on Streamloots on our YouTube page, so please be sure to check that out. Like, comment, and subscribe. You know, all the fun stuff. We'll be sure to be back with some more awesomeness for Streamloots Strong. Streamloots, we're here for you every step of the way. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you soon. Bye! Bye, 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 bye.